Them lose. Amuna mshoga muzipatara bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Geto yuzi ana mabasa bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Mvura ne magets murokeshe namuna. Bachingoluta. Anakana chimwe chava nombofunga. Hasikungoluta. Banakana hanya. Mane moyo nenge ye mapinya. Shiwo bachija bachirasha. Shiwe nyika ruchikanga waya. Vanenge vakatumwa naSatani. Siku musinganyare nikamana. Apa nyadzi yavana. Kana bishana. Amuna mshoga muzipatara bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Geto yuzi ana mabasa bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Mvura ne magets murokeshe namuna. Bachingoluta. Anakana chimwe chava nombofunga. Hasikungoluta. Takazvarirwa munamo. Tika kurira imomo. Tariro yedu yaenda. Nyika zvarabedongo. Tongo tichikuru kufema. Asi mutoro unorema. Naimambo kudai manzwa kuchema kwedu. Amuna mshoga muzipatara bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Geto yuzi ana mabasa bachingoluta. Kuluta chete bachingoluta. Mvura ne magets murokeshe namuna. Bachingoluta. Anakana chimwe chava nombofunga. Hasikungoluta. Panoba. Manoluta chete.
Welcome, wherever you are, all over the world. We welcome you to our weekly news review program, a program where we take a look at the topics that made the news headlines over the past week here on Change Radio and other news media houses. That was vanongoluta chete vachingoluta. There's Cooksman achitaura kuti even chero mayouth havana mabasa, magetsi hakuna, mvura hakuna, vanhu vanongogona kungoluta chete. Mambo Sose, please welcome the viewers while I set up my network. Ndiri panze, so I just need to get my hotspot correct.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sophia. Makadi Mrie Zimbabwe akateerera. Thank you so much for joining us. I know we are live on Change Radio, YouTube, Change Radio, the radio itself, and Change Radio Facebook. We are also live on ZimEye Facebook and ZimEye YouTube. We welcome you, and please do share this video with as many people as possible so that we can all discuss here and learn from this program. And I understand that we have someone, Loveness, is she still there? Loveness, you can also go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners.
I hope she is. She was in when we started. Maybe I don't.
Oh. Okay. All right.
I think maybe she might have dropped off. She was facing network challenges, but I'm sure she'll come back here. But we also have our technical in the background. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Mambo Sose?
We can hear you.
You can hear me, okay. Right, so let's not waste a lot of time. Let's just get straight into it. We've got hot topics this week. Chief amongst them, the selection that we're seeing in the Citizens Coalition for Change for the candidates, and also a lot of things that were happening, new developments in Honorable Sikhala's case, and the demonstrations that will be happening for the gold mafia. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and let's come and discuss all of this. Champion Loveness, please welcome the viewers.
Thank you, Leader Sophie. Thank you very much, viewers and listeners. My name is Loveness Gotora Kanjiva, here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Tinokutenda zvikuru nokuva nesu pachirongwa chedu chenews review Change Radio. Rambai muchititevera saizvozvi tinozvitenda zvikuru. Thank you very much. Kindly share this video like and share with your friends, family. Kuti shoko rifambe. Thank you very much, Leader Sophie. Can you hear me, champions?
Thank you, Champion Loveness. Right, so let's just get started. I know there was a lot that was happening in Germiston this past week. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, champion.
Champion Loveness,
I can hear you, Leader
can you hear
Sophie.
me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, right. I was just asking about the activity that was going on in Germiston this past week.
Okay.
Okay, can you take us through what was happening in Germiston in the mobilization that happened this past week? I know there are a couple of videos. If the technical could just get them set up for us so we can see, and then you can tell us what was happening.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me start by saying, let me just remind you about this Jamestown branch. You can hear me, Leader Sophie?
Technical, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I was saying,
I
let
think
me
maybe
just
we've lost them.
remind the
But
viewers.
while we're waiting for them to come in, maybe you can just explain.
We can both hear you.
Oh,
Go ahead, Loveness.
all right. Okay, thank
Yes,
you
I
very
can hear
much.
you.
I was just saying, let me remind you about this Jamestown branch. It's one of the vibrant branches here in Johannesburg. And it is the same branch which initiated that idea of transporting citizens of Zimbabwe living in South Africa to Beitbridge to register to vote. So avasi kumirira ipapo, they are still mobilizing. They are still trying to get every Zimbabwean in South Africa kuti akwanise kuregister agokwanisa kuenda kunovhota. So they came up with another idea of having a soccer team. You know, as you know that vanhu vanofarira soccer, especially my weekends and holidays. So each and every weekend vanohosta ma soccer matches, and a lot of people, they come to watch those matches. Vanouya at the same time, vanovhatora that opportunity to mobilize. Vamwe vanhu vanenge vasati vatomboziva kuti we have triple C in Johannesburg. So ndo mukana wavanototora kuti munhu wese agoziva kuti there is triple C in Johannesburg. And the triple C, what is the meaning of triple C? What is the agenda? Chii chiri kumboitika chiri kuitwa netriple C. So ndopo vanotora mukana kuti vachidzidzisa vanhu kuti vakwanise kujoina triple C, vakwanise kuenda kunoregista kuti vagova vavhoti, kuti vakwanise kuzonovhota zvekare kana nguva yacho yakwana. So it's something that is so inspiring chiri kuitwa neJamestown branch. I don't know if the technical team is ready with the videos. Of there is one champion who was.
Can we have
vakamira sei wamuri kuona vakomana vari kutuka bhora zvamuri kungoona inyaya yemobilization yatikuita. Tinoda kuti mayouth zvese nevanhu vekuzimbabwe vaende kunonyoresa kuvhota. Vakanyoresa kuvhota vasoenda kunovhota. Saka nyaya tiri kuita ndeyekuunganidza vanhu vekuzimbabwe nekuti nechikonzero chekuvhota. Nyika yedu iri mumaoko evanhu. Ndambodza pekutanga muchishedzera vanhu vandaona vanga vari about 8-9 kumayouth vakarejista kuvhota. Muchaita sei navo pakunovhota? Tiri kuda kuti kana izvo zvitatu vatona mayouth awande, kana mari isipo yekuti munhu azoidzoka kuzimbabwe kunovhota. Tinoda kuti
Wow, Sakapapa, people were having activities I can see in the background. Was there soccer? What was going on?
Yeah, it was soccer. There was soccer. It was a soccer match. So it's like vanhu vari kuya kuzoona that soccer match. vari kubva vatora that opportunity kutaura navo kuti vanzwisise kuti chii chinombonzi triple C. Why do we have to vote? How are we supposed to bring change in Zimbabwe? That's what's happening.
Well, that's fantastic. You guys are really doing a wonderful job. And we just want to encourage you, keep on doing it and spread the energy all over across the other branches as well, all over South Africa. I think the other provinces will be inspired as well. You know, this is a great tool for bringing people together and for educating them so that, you know what, we can have people registering to vote and people speaking out on the new Great Zimbabwe. So kudos to you guys, a very good job, well done. Technical, do we have any other? I think there were 2 videos for the Germiston mobilization.
Joburg district. Right, it's Papa Primrose, Germiston branch mobilization yedu yapanhu vechidiki vemayouth. Ndoamuri kuona vari mukati mwane yellow versus team iyo. Ndemazimba futi. Hanzi kugara nakaona dzevamwe mamwe branches toda kuzoona wezvo. Right, tine utungamiri wedu uri panapa pano. Mutungamiri sanganai nevanhu. Urongwa hwenyu hwakamira sei wamuri kuona uno?
Vakomana vari kutumba bhora zvamuri kungoona inyaya yemobilization yatikuita. Tinoda kuti mayouth zvese nevanhu vekuzimbabwe vaende kunonyoresa kuvhota. Vakanyoresa kuvhota vasoenda kunovhota. Saka nyaya tiri kuita ndeyekuunganidza vanhu vekuzimbabwe.
Okay, no, thank you so much for that. Mambo Soshimona Mama branch Karwita mobilization over Waita Bora and some drive and other activity, just attracting a lot of, you know, audiences so that people can hear the word. What do you think about it? I mean, the whole general idea of getting people together. What are your thoughts on that?
Bora rakatangira kunoti America. The first yellow team was born in Dallas, Texas. But you know, I mean, I'm just kidding. This is very good. What South Africa is doing is commendable, and you know, people don't realize the power of South Africa. We have over 2 million Zimbabweans in South Africa. So if we were to mobilize voters in South Africa, we would win that election without even worrying about the rule of vote. I mean, I'm not saying it's not important, but I'm just saying if it was possible to mobilize the people in South Africa and get them to go and vote, I'm telling you, it will be a game changer. You know, don't you joke and then all even just 1 million people in South Africa, if they could go and vote, and we get 200,000 others or 100,000 from Botswana and maybe 50,000 from Zambia, we win that election very easily. So all we need to do is to mobilize the people, and that's exactly what South Africa is doing. But it needs to be done on a bigger scale. You know, if it can be done, you know, by everyone, even all the assemblies that are outside South Africa, they should be involved. We should be involved in making sure that we register as many people as possible from South Africa, and we support them again when it comes to going to vote, because it's a critical vote.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, very well done. A very good job there, Champion Loveness and your team. Please keep it up. Keep up the spirit and let us get more and more and more people, you know, being mobilized through the South African province. Right, moving on. I think the second topic that we're going to be talking about is Honorable Sikhala. He has been in prison without given the chance to talk about bail or to post bail for, I can safely say it's a year now, because, you know, we're just short 2 months to a year. And new revelations coming in that he has been slapped with new charges. Mambo Sose, you know, I know this is something that affects you personally, and I know you are touched by it, but, you know, for the sake of, you know, information and for the public to know exactly what is going on, can you take us through, you know, from the time he was incarcerated and until now, when you see that, I think it was the day before yesterday when he was given these new charges. There we go.
Yeah, you know, this is political persecution. It's a deliberate ploy by ZANU-PF to remove Honorable Job Sikhala out of the political equation in Zimbabwe. They know the power of Job Sikhala. They know his influence on the majority of Zimbabweans. They know that he's a pillar behind President Chamisa's CCC. And they're targeting those people, the critical people. And you've seen them trying even to arrest Honorable Chibaya, to arrest Advocate Mahere. They're targeting key people. And on Honorable Job Sikhala, they found a way. And they keep piling up the charges. Now he has 4 charges. This latest charge is a concocted, fabricated charge of disorderly conduct, whatever that means. They've thrown that charge on him. So he was previously facing 3 charges. So it means now he has 4 charges. And on all those charges, the government is refusing. The courts are refusing to give him his constitutional right of bail. You know, bail should and must be accorded to anyone who has not been proven guilty. Honorable Sikhala has not been found guilty by any court of law. But what we are seeing right now is he is already serving a sentence. Because if someone has spent over 300 days in jail for a crime that may not even, you know, whose sentence may not even equate to that, it just shows that it's you know, political bullying by ZANU-PF, political persecution, weaponization of the courts, weaponization of the law by Emmerson Mnangagwa. He knows what Job Sikhala can do. And that's the reason why Job Sikhala is in there. They don't want him to be part of the election campaign because they know his influence. Saka ntakutaura tichishandisa mazwi Advocate Mahere. Tongoti ava vanhu vari kuratidza kukwata, vanhu vari kutya kudyiwa pama-elections, vanhu vari kuziva kuti CCC yakakwana ine vanhu vayo vakaita sana Job Sikhala, inovakwapaidza, inovarova seri neseri. Asi vaSikhala varipo kana vasipo, ZANU-PF ichangorohwa chete. VaSikhala vachabuda mujeri. Isu sevana veCCC, sevana veZimbabwe, tinoramba takamira navaJob Sikhala. Forget the nonsense that you hear from people that say CCC and President Chamisa have let down Honorable Sikhala. There is nothing like that. As a party, we have done everything that we can. What do people want to do? What do people want President Chamisa to do? To go and break the jail and get Honorable Job Sikhala out? Why is it people blame the victim, blame other people instead of blaming the real people that are behind the incarceration of Honorable Job Sikhala? Why are we not seeing more fights, more voices, you know, coming up against Emmerson Mnangagwa? Because it's him who has captured these courts. It's him who is influencing the decisions of the judges. And we know that for a fact. So really, miseve yakawanda nematema akawanda anofanira kusumudzirwa Emmerson Mnangagwa neZANU-PF nemacourts acho iwayo ari kushandiswa. Pane kuti vanhu vasumudze miseve nemapanga nematema avo vachisumudzira President Chamisa, vachisumudzira CCC. You know, I don't know what people want us to do. We have done what we can for the family of Honorable Job Sikhala, but we don't go on Twitter and say today North America has sent money, UK has sent money. You know, it's not proper. You don't help someone and go on top of the mountain and you start telling people that this is what you have done. So we as citizens, we know what we are doing and we stand with Honorable Job Sikhala. And that's why you continually see Champion Fadzai Mahere, Ostalos, and many others writing, talking about this issue so that he is not forgotten, so that we don't keep quiet about it. it has been alive. His case has been alive, and we'll continually talk about it. UK is having a demonstration right now, and they'll be going to the House of Lords to talk only about Honorable Job Sikhala. We are doing the same thing here in North America. So we will continue to stand behind our leader, and no amount of incarceration, no amount of intimidation, no amount of dirty throwing around will stop us from continuing to stand with Honorable Job Sikhala's family and Job Sikhala himself. Look now, even his son has been nominated to represent his constituents. That is not done by a party that is not standing with its leader. So those who are speaking against the party, against the citizens, sit down. Garai pass.
Absolutely, Garai Pasi. And in that stroke, I'm just thinking while you're talking about the persecution that Honorable Sikhala is going through. Champion Loveness as well, I think you can come in there before we lose you again. Nothing has been happening, first of all, to Pius Jamba, who is the murder accused in Mo Blessing Ali's murder, gruesome murder. I think he's still out there walking free, but he has admitted that he was the one who is responsible, among others, for the gruesome murder of Mo Blessing Ali, that Honorable Sikhala was arrested for representing Mo Blessing Ali and her family. And also, none of the ZANU-PF thugs have been arrested, because we all saw it on video. It was all over. It was taped. It was recorded. The ZANU-PF thugs that went to disrupt the funeral, the ZANU-PF thugs that were burning the houses, including ravaging Mo Blessing Ali's house that she had just recently built. I mean, what do you have to say about that? What do you think, Champion Loveness, when you think about the persecution that Honorable Sikhala is being made to face and go through, and a lot of other opposition members as well, but the ZANU-PF perpetrators of violence and murder are out there walking scot-free? What do you think? What goes through your mind when you think about that?
Thank you, Leader Sophie. What I think exactly, zvinonzi munhu can be proven anofanira kutongwa kana aonekwa kunzi ari guilty, but in this case it looks like Honorable Sikhala vari kutongwa vasati vabatwa kunzi mhosva yavo ndeyei. And one chavari kunyimirwa kuti mukana wavo wokutora bail hachisi kunzwisisika kuti what is really the reason. So ZANU-PF iri kuita take over nyaya dzekucourt, nyaya dzekutongwa kwedzimhosva. It's like vari kuita take over kubva kumapurisa kwacho kwese, something that is not fair, something chiri kudzvinyirira citizens eZimbabwe. So in this case here, Honorable Job Sikhala, something that is so sad. Kana Pius Jamba aka-admita kuti he's the one akauraya Mo Blessing Ali, why is he not getting arrested? They are busy arresting vanhu vari innocent, vachisiya mhondi dzacho dzichifamba in the street. They are roaming in the streets freely in a free spirit, vachitadza kusunga vanhu vane mhosva. So this is exactly what we want to change. We need change, especially kunyaya idzodzo dzokudzvinyirira vanhu, nyaya dzokushungurudza vanhu vari innocent, vanhu vari kuita umhosva, vanhu vari kuita umbavha, vachifamba zviri free mumastreets pasina kutongwa kwavanenge vachiita. Nyaya Honorable Sikhala is something that is so touching. I don't know kuti chii chingaitwa chezvo, and I think the main thing is to vote for change. Ngatibatanei, let's just unite. Let's encourage each and everyone. Batana nemumo, your family, anyone who is close to you, let's go and register to vote and just try. Most of them, they have lost hope. They have lost hope. Why do we have to vote? These things ZANU-PF has won already. Vakakundwa kare, but they found their way kuti vadzoke again, kuti vave the ruling government. But in this case, tose tikabatana I think there is a certain number yokuti kana ikavhotera against ZANU-PF inoshayiwa mukana wokurega. Thank you, Leader Sophie. Because kana kurunzi vashayiwa mukana wokurega, tava ne-new government. Izvi zvinhu zvese zvokuti vanhu vari innocent vanosungwa vachitambura vari mumajeri, mavanenge vachishungurudzwa, vachishaya chikafu, vachiitwa sei, idzo mhondi dzichifamba mumastreets dziri free. I think those things will come to an end. Thank you.
Absolutely right, Champion Loveness. Pakavoterwa a new government led by the CCC, we will see a restoration of the rule of law in our beloved country, Zimbabwe. So take each other, remember the 1+5, take 5 other people, go and register to vote. And when the elections come, let us all go and vote in our millions and let us defend the vote. Make sure that we stay there and we protect our vote and we defend the vote. Mambo Shoshe, another reason I think, we're talking, is one of the topics that is coming up, why ZANU-PF want to stick in power and they'll do anything, including embarrassing themselves, like we've seen in the past few weeks in the Gold Mafia documentaries. I mean, this has been a whirlwind, a lot of emotions, anger, a lot of disappointment that has come out from these documentaries. I mean, can you just take us through from what you have seen and what you felt and thought from episode 1 right through to episode 4, even to the response of Hubert Angel's lawyer, Professor Maduku? Mambo Shoshe, maybe you can start and then we can go on to Champion Loveness. Just to give your thoughts, from the whole Gold Mafia saga.
Yes, there's only one thing that has been clear from episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, that these people are thieves. Vana vari kuba imbavha ndo shoko rinofanira kufamba iroro kuti Emerson Mnangagwa nevamwe vake nevana vake nemukadzi wake imbavha vari kuba apo vana veZimbabwe vachitambura vasina kana chavainacho vachinhonga svosve nemuromo. So this has been very clear. What happened with the Al Jazeera documentary is a regurgitation of what we have been saying all this time, that this government is corrupt, and Emerson Mnangagwa is the archbishop of corruption in Zimbabwe. He came in campaigning saying that there's going to be zero tolerance to corruption, but we have seen the very opposite. Instead of going after the people that are corrupt, we are seeing him persistently and consistently going after those people that are trying to expose corruption in Zimbabwe. So it's very unfortunate that the national cake for Zimbabwe is being enjoyed by a few people, just a few people. And those few people are Emerson Mnangagwa, his twins, his other children. He has 28 children, by the way. And all those are taking a dip into that cake. And his wife and a few associates. These are the people that are enjoying the wealth of Zimbabwe, the minerals of Zimbabwe, everything that is being produced in Zimbabwe. Because what we have seen in the Al Jazeera documentary is that gold is being smuggled. At least $100 million worth of gold is being smuggled out of the country, which comes to $400 million a month, which runs into more than $4 billion in a year. And we are a $5 billion economy. $5 billion that they have stolen in 1 year is enough to build us hospitals, enough to build state-of-the-art schools. It's enough to have those spaghetti roads that they say cannot be built. So this is how much one family is taking into their coffers, into their purse, money that is supposed to be helping everyone else. So if you are not angered by this, I don't know what will. But maybe if we tell you that the Al Jazeera smuggling that has been talked about by Al Jazeera, that smuggling, that gold smuggling, is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg, because we have other minerals that we don't even know how they are being managed. Do you think the Emerson Mnangagwa and his family will talk about gold and they will leave diamonds alone? They will talk about, they will steal gold and they will leave chrome alone, and they will leave other special minerals that we have in Zimbabwe alone? No, definitely not. Their hands are also there. They are also stealing there. So what you are seeing here, the 4 billion, the 5 billion that is being stolen in a year is just a small percentage of what Zimbabwe is losing to these thieves. So we all need to get angry. And I'm surprised and disappointed by some ZANU-PF people, or those people that are called themselves neutrals, that try to exonerate Emerson Mnangagwa and his wife and his children from this. They come to spaces, they come to social media and want us to think that Emerson Mnangagwa is blameless in all this. We don't care whether we have enough evidence, whether we can drag him to court and get him convicted. We don't care about that. What we care about is we've been given enough evidence that proves, whether it is circumstantially or what, but it proves beyond reasonable doubt that these people are corrupt, that these people are taking what belongs to the people. The court of public opinion has spoken, and it is saying that these people are guilty. And we should find them guilty. We've already found them guilty anyway. So what we now need to do is to take action and make sure that they don't get away with this, and make sure that Zimbabweans don't end up joking with this serious matter, because Zimbabweans, we end up just joking with about everything, or we talk about this for a week or 2 or 3 weeks and then we forget about it. No, we are going to keep this alive, and we are going to tell the world. We are going to find a way of telling the world. And number one is having those mass demonstrations that we are having, and we'll talk about that as well. But we'll also write petitions. We'll also write to all the international organizations that deal with money laundering, that deal with gold smuggling and mineral smuggling. We'll make sure they know what is going on in Zimbabwe. We'll make sure that the UK government knows ahead of time, because we know that they've invited Emerson Mnangagwa to come to the inauguration of is it Prince Charles. We need to make them know that this person that they are inviting to the House of Lords or to that important inauguration is a thief. And we also need to let them know that there are people in the United Kingdom that are also dealing in this dirty gold. It's just like blood diamond. It's blood gold as well, because people are dying in Zimbabwe while this UK is enjoying our gold. Dubai today is where it is. Some of those buildings that you see in Dubai are being built by our money. Our wealth, our minerals are enriching other nationals and other nationalities in other countries. When Zimbabweans are suffering the way we are suffering, we can't allow that to happen, and we are going to fight. And as I finish, if we can't get justice in Zimbabwe, we'll make sure that we get justice elsewhere, one way or another.
Absolutely, absolutely right. I was going through the timeline, on social media, and people being reminded that, you really should be upset about this. This thing should make you so mad, because you've got people, don't ever forget, especially when you're in the ballot box, do not forget individuals like Pachon Java, like Henrietta Rushwaya, who were calling Zimbabweans that Zimbabweans, you are dunderheads and you are stupid. Sakam Chaita say, the question that they were asking us and laughing that they've got the gold. When you're in that ballot box, you must remember that if you vote in the wrong place and these people are still in power, they'll be laughing at you continuously. That, what, we told you about this. Sakam Chaita say, this is our chance as Zimbabweans to claim back our country, to claim back our dignity. Champion Loveness, I'm glad you're back. I mean, what do you have to say about, the gold mafia that we've seen on the documentary on Al Jazeera before we go on to the protests that are coming along? Especially, I think there was one, I've forgotten what his name was, but I'll look it up now. He was actually tweeting this morning and saying that, gold rako, wakambozvarwa ine gold iri, wakauya panyika uine gold rako ripi. You know, as if to say, you don't have any gold to talk about, so don't talk about this. You know, why are you upset? You know, it's just unheard of. I think one of Tambane intelligence, they insult people's intelligence. And we must not just sit back and get used to this. What have been your thoughts when you have been seeing this Gold Mafia documentary chapters, Champion Loveness?
My network is bad, and I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, but just tell us what you were seeing and what you were thinking and what you've also heard from other people with regards to the documentary, The Gold Mafia. Can you hear me now? No? Okay, we'll try again later. But while we were trying with Champion Loveness to come back and talk to us about the Gold Mafia, the technical, can you just show us the videos for North America and for the EU for the demonstrations that are coming up this week on the 18th, 19th, and the 21st, and the UK as well? Whatever videos that you have that have been going around in social media, just promoting these demonstrations and protests.
Ahoy, my comrades. Ahoy, Zimbabweans in the diaspora. This year, we are not celebrating independence. Which independence are we celebrating? When it's only a few people, Emerson Mnangagwa, his twins, and a few individuals are the ones that are enjoying independence. So instead, we are going to be protesting on the 18th, from the 18th of April. UK is going to start, and Europe will also do their mass protest across the 26 nations in Europe on the 18th of April. And then on the 21st of April, we'll be right here in North America, in Washington, D.C. 21st of April, let's meet in Washington, D.C. for the big demonstration where we are demonstrating against the gold looters. We want our gold back. We want our money back. And all those that are implicated in this saga must be arrested. Emerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF must go. They must resign. How can a few people amass so much wealth when the rest of the country is suffering? Zimbabweans in North America, let's meet in Washington, D.C. on the 21st of April at the Zimbabwean Embassy. See you there.
There you go. Zimbabwe hanzi manyarare musanyarare muchisiya muvengi achipinda. Kusiya muvengi achipinda, kusiya nyoka ichipinda mumba tongoisiya yakadaro. Nyoka kana yapinda mumba inorohwa musoro. Ngatirovei musoro wemuvengi tomuburitsa muZimbabwe. Mambo Shoshe, do you want to give us more details about what you have planned as the North American province? I know the US and Canada, there's a lot of activity that is going to be happening this coming week.
Yes, we will be meeting in Washington, D.C. On the 21st of April, and we'll deliver petitions at the South African Embassy, at the UAE Embassy, and at the Zimbabwean Embassy. And we will follow up. This time we're not just delivering petitions. We'll follow up on the response from the South African Embassy, and we'll let the people know what they've said. And we'll also follow up even after the demo with the UAE Embassy, because they need to give us a response. These people are selling gold, smuggling gold into Dubai, and we need a response from them. They have not said anything. They've been quiet. South Africa is also affected by what is going on. And these are the people that have been standing up. Cyril Ramaphosa and his ANC have been defending ZANU-PF, and they've been at the forefront of saying that Zimbabweans are suffering because of sanctions. Now it's clear, it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that Zimbabweans are suffering not because of sanctions, but because of corruption. and massive mismanagement of our resources. So we also need to get a response from the South African government on that. But all in all, is we are saying let's keep pressure on everyone. Let's get everyone involved. The whole world must be involved. Like Champion Fazema had said, we want an international commission to investigate this issue. Yeah, it mustn't be a Zimbabwean affair because it's going across the country. Our gold is in UK right now. Our gold, we see it with this other fake prophet Java. You know, we see him playing around with our gold here. You know, that's our gold. How did he get it in? We want the American government to tell us how does someone get in with so much gold in this country. And so we are also petitioning against Java, just like UK are petitioning against the other fake pastor or fake prophet angel. We'll get to the bottom of this. We are not going to leave anything lying. We are not going to leave any stone unturned. Like I said before, if we can't get justice in Zimbabwe, we'll get justice in other countries. And these people, we need the law of America, the law of the United Kingdom, and the law of Europe to go upon them.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I can safely say that the same thing will be happening in the United Kingdom and Europe. Technical, do we have the promotional video for EU demonstrations that will be happening? We will be also going, I know, to the different embassies, but I know the UK are also going to step it up a bit and also going to the House of Lords and several different, you know, organizations and settings and meetings that they'll be trying to block, you know, the accessibility of the Zimbabwean Finance Minister, Mtuli Ncube, who will be in the UK as well. They'll be there demonstrating against that. They'll be demonstrating against the continued persecution of Honorable Sikhala. And like you quite rightly mentioned, Chief, you know, the coronation of King Charles that is coming up, they're also going to be talking a lot about the Zimbabwe issue because Emerson Mnangagwa has also been invited to that coronation. If we can have that video on the EU, then we can go on to the next topic. I think Champion Loveness Network here, Neta, so as much as we would have wanted to hear from her, from what they're doing in South Africa, because I know there are a few plans that they have for the demonstrations as well in South Africa and Zambia. We'll try and get hold of her again, but if we can't, we'll put in the details in the comments after the program has ended so that those in South Africa and Zambia can also follow up and also join everyone else around the world in those demonstrations. And Change Radio will also be streaming information about where and how you can join others in the other provinces in the demonstrations and the protests. So if we can have that video and then we can move on to the next topic.
Wakamira sewa.
Yeah, so anyway, good. Champion Loveness is here. Champion Loveness, if you can join us, just to talk a little bit about the gold mafia before we move on to the next topic and any demonstrations that will be happening in South Africa.
Okay, yes. I hope you can hear me. My network is very bad.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Mwoyo wangu uri kurwadzira vana vandaona that video. That gold riri kusmugglwa richienda to other countries. Our children, those kids who are suffering, vasina kana bhutsu, those kids who are struggling to have food in their houses, their parents are even struggling to take care of them. They are the ones vari kusefa goridhe riya riya, and then vanhu vakagara vakaguta kudhara, vane mari kudhara yavakaba kudhara, continue to steal that money again, iri kutamburirwa nevana ivavo, instead of them kuti vasimudzire vana vari kutambura, vasiye that kind of life yavari kurarama, vachitadza kuenda kuchikoro, vachisora vari mumarwizi vachichera goridhe. They are not even thinking of them. So this program, I think ichaita kuti ZANU-PF even another mind. I don't know if they have a heart. I don't think they have a heart, in fact, because if they had a heart, they are not going to allow those children kuti vararame that kind of life yokuti they don't go to school, vanenge vari busy in the rivers. Such a very dangerous thing yokuti mwana anenge achichera goridhe murwizi. Anything
Nhasi network inenge yatinetsa but network inenge yatinetsa nhasi kuSouth Africa. But Champion Loveness Day, vachitaura zviri pasi pemwoyo wavo kuti the people who are benefiting from this are really using, child labor, people who are less privileged.
Floods or
we can hear you.
Yes, I'm done.
We had lost you a little bit there at the end.
Saying the Al Jazeera program yavakauya nayo kufumura umbavha hweZANU-PF and all those evils that they're doing. I would like to thank them, because zvichaita kuti zvinhu zvakawanda zvifumuke. Like apa takutoziva kuti munhu angagwa nemhuri yake vese, they are in it, they are in for it. Akakokorodza mhuri yake kureva kuti anoda kuti iye nemhuri yake vagute chete, not Zimbabwe, iye nemhuri yake nevamwe vari kumubatsira kuba ndo vanhu vaine basa navo chete, not kuti vana vedu or any Zimbabwe, the citizens of Zimbabwe havana basa navo, ane basa nemhuri yake nevari kumubatsira kuba. So this is what exactly we want to come to an end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mambo Shosha, I think, we can talk about the last topic of the day, which is what everyone is talking about, the independent, the candidate selection that is going on, is still in process. And, people just want to know what has happened so far and where we're at and what is going to happen next.
Yes, the candidate selection process has been going on and is still going on. And it's going on very well, I must say. It's the most transparent, most democratic process that I have ever seen. People, are involved in the selection of their own candidates, and they are selecting people from their own area. You can imagine if a street person, previously unknown, previously unrecognized, that street person is having the power to choose someone that they want to represent them at council, parliament, and presidential, level. That's the epitome of transparency that we are seeing with this process. It's a long process and it's still ongoing. So those people that are moving around posting, saying that so and so has already won the nomination, they don't even know what they're talking about, because now that the select people have selected the people that they want or nominated people that they want, people are going through the vetting, security vetting, which is a masterpiece of a strategy. those that would have escaped through the fingers of the people are now being looked at by the independent commission. So even if there are some Monzora people, some ZANU PF people that bought their way into our system, well, tough luck, because they are going to be plugged away by the background check. And then after that, it's not going to end there. There's going to be a validation of those candidates. People are going to be asked to bring their CVs, their resumes, and they will also present in some cases their manifestos, so that they can get a chance to tell the people what they are going to do for people, what they are going to do differently from previous years or previous times, if they are sitting councillors or sitting members of parliament. If there are new people that are coming in, and the new people are actually the ones that we want, they will also get a chance to bring in their new ideas, their fresh ideas, and present them to the people. And then the people will validate those candidates. So this is a very good process, and it's going on very well. I think people just need to be patient and wait for the announcements of the candidates. It's exciting times, in CCC.
Absolutely. Exciting times, and also quite refreshing that is transparent, like what you're saying. It's coming from the normally person who would not have been heard on the streets. I could come in and say, if Mambo Soshe is eligible, or if Champion Loveness is eligible, and I want them to be a candidate, I could also come and say, look, I've also got my candidate, and then they go and they get vetted and see if are they eligible, or if they qualify to run for the public office. But yeah, thank you so much. Champion Loveness, just a quick one. I was asking about the gold mafia, and this is just a handful of people who are close to Emerson Mnangagwa. Desperation. Someone was saying, Chimbava chacho chakangopusa. So, someone was asking initially for 1 million. They were saying you need to pay 1 million to see Emerson Mnangagwa for a meeting. And then it went to 200,000. And then it went to 100,000. And then at the end, they were saying, I just pay even 20,000. I mean, from 1 million to 20,000, saying, just give us that, and then we can facilitate for you to see Emerson Mnangagwa. It's now order. And these are just a few people who are benefiting from being close to Emerson Mnangagwa. But isustitutes of Iowa, remain my sek potatoes, muchaita marine sek potatoes, itai juta, itai jatrofa. I remember sometimes chimbonza kana noise yezvuta zvinorapa nzeve ukachicha chikakuitira noise munzeve unorapa nzeve. I mean, what do you think about that whole thing? Kuti ivo vada kuti zvivaitire, but muchinzi hanzi the public chinzi gadzirai jatrofa kana kuti chengetai zvuta.
Nyaya yezviuta ibasa rakakura rokuchengetedzwa zviuta. I still remember those days. Tichinzi chikaima zai yezviuta anorapa. Tikava vanhu vakaona nhamo nokufamba mumaminda mumahuso atsvaga mazai ezviuta. Ivo vari kudya mari, zvinhu zviri easy kudaro, mari chinhu chekuba chiri easy ka. But vakomana nokumhanya kunoita chiuta. Champion Sophie vakagona mamhanyiro anoita chiuta. Chiuta chinomhanya, then wanzi chengeta chiuta. Can you imagine stress inoita munhu anochengeta mabroilers? Stress inoita munhu anenge achengeta mabroilers or huku dzemazai. Kwazoti stress inoita munhu anenge achengeta zviuta nemamhanyiro achinoita. Everything is just not fair. Everything chinongoinitiatwa naMnangagwa is just not fair.
No.
Because it's like isusu ndisinofanira kuita zvakaoma, tinofanira kujuluka ziya kudai kuti tikwanise kudya, but ivo zvavo vanenge vakagara, they are just thugs in suits.
Yeah, it's sad, but anyway, that's good. Yeah. It's all right.
But still, it was something very difficult to do. kana pachiitika zvinhu I think vanofana kuconsiderawo our side kuti ivo kana vachikwanisa kana vasingakwanisi kuzviita what more isusu zvinhu zvavanokwanisa kuita ngavaitewo kuti vamwe vanhu vaite kana ivo vachikwanisa kuitawo izvozvo zvezviuya
ngavaite. Right, I think maybe before we go, can we just read a few comments from our listeners and viewers so that we can just interact with them and then we can close up.
I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, Mama Boenda but Madzoka.
Okay, let's go on.
No, I was just saying maybe we can just read my comments, just the comments from the viewers, and then we can close up.
Okay.
All right. So if I don't know if you can flag some comments, but I've got Miklas Manye saying the devil is a liar. Indeed, the devil is a liar. Thank you, Miklas, for tuning in. Roy Madeline says, Makadi Pano, Tiripo Edu Roy, how are you? Loveness, your namesake. Loveness Simon Kashitigu says, hello. Your namesake is here as well. Thank you for tuning in, Champion Loveness. Pomerai Jive says, Maswera say Wabereki. Mukaona munhu anotiwera ZANU PF this time haana basa nenyika yeZimbabwe. Nepolisi yedu please isadaro. Ichokwadi ichocho mukoma Pomerai. ACJ Entertainment says, ZANU is always down. This time they are gone. And most of them, they will run out of the country kutiza chizarira. Ichocho ichokwadi and it will happen. Nicholas Mpandawana says, dictators ZANU PF devils.
Sure.
Tovekile Last Maponga says, hello people, hello Tove, how are you? Emmanuel Max Machacha says, yellow, 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 pa yellow ikapo. Parai Chingombe says, konyika yese inobatwa chibharo sei kubva nekumasoja mapurisa nejudiciary nemunhu one. Yeah, it's an important question. You know what? Moses Dora says, Taneta Nembava, we must not celebrate Independence Day. Chirimujere kwemakore 43 years. Kosi Shabampo says network, yes, our sincere apologies, because we don't know what network yedu nasiyanga yakafamba say, but chinenge zvachinetwa. I think vanhu veZANU PF vanga vachitikanganisira network. Vanenge vakuziva kuti program inoitwa nguva saka vanenge vachibaya-baya vachiedzawo kuti zvirambe, but I'm glad kuti takusvika pamagumo eprogram and zvinenge zvafamba tinenge taurirana, and now we're interacting with you, our listeners and viewers. And then Kosi also says, love, where are you? I think it's someone who's excited to see you, Champion Loveness. Kosi Shabampofu. Hanzi love, Shamwari, where are you? Murukutagwa, wona Shamwari, sangana ine Shamwari zenyu.
Yawana Shamwari yangu.
Hey. Shamwari yenyu ngaitorwa vamwe 5 vonorejista kubhota zvamuri kuita kubhota. Shamwari yenyu yotorwa vamwe 5 tonoti muri shamwari chaidzo. Saka Nkosi wotorwa vamwe vonomobiliza kunobhota zvekuita Champion Loveness tonoti muri shamwari chaizvo. Champion Steve Champion says, just joined. Muri say, how are you, Champion Steve? Sedok Tambo says, Mambo Soshe, very right, is in the background. Thank you for joining us. And Pat Mazenge says, greetings to you too, Champion Pat. Albert Ruinga said, Iwo vachidya nyama. Hanzi vari kuti idyai zvuta murime jashofa, iwo vachidya nyama. Hanzi idyai miriwo nemapeteto. Albert nemuskanzwa. Asi chokwadi akataura iji hanzi idyai miriwo nemapeteto. Asikana zvakaoma. But thank you so much for joining us. I'm Champion Albert. But I think for now, Champion Loveness, munogona kungoita yenyu bye kune listeners and viewers, and then we will see them same time, same place next week. But stay tuned to Change Radio. There are a lot more informative and educative programs coming up. Champion Loveness, if you just want to say bye to the viewers, and then our technical in the background can have a song ready to play us out. Champion Loveness, you just want to say bye to the viewers? Oh, I think Tabalu is